So, we're up to episode 4 at the moment. Last episode was the end of Act 1. What we've seen is that Powder and Vi have been essentially separated, and it basically looks like Vi is going to be taken topside and is probably going to be taking the fall for what happened in that attempted robbery and where there was the initial explosion. And it looks like Powder has essentially been adopted by Silco and that he's going to take care of her. And so now we've got what are the two heroines of the story. One is probably going to be taking the fall for the rest of them. The other is going to end up with one of the bad guys. So I'm really interested to see where this goes. I'm loving this so far. This animation is beautiful. I'm really, really impressed with it. It's been a long time since the show's made me feel this good. So I'm super, super pumped to see what happens next. So let's get on with Arcane Season 1, Episode 4, called Happy Progress Day. Here we go.
Everything he built either exploded, melted, or toppled over.
Jace is very pretty, by the way. I find Jace very pretty.
The council has recommended you give the Progress Day speech this year.
But you always give that speech.
You deserve this honor.
I will do just the thing.
It seems really odd that Heimerdinger previously was so against the Hex Tech, and now he's kind of all for Jace exposing it, so I find that really interesting. It's either he's up to something and he's changed his attitude very quickly, or it's more a case that actually there's been a lot of time that's passed here and this is maybe a big jump, which would be interesting. That is so stunning. I just wish somewhere like that existed in real life, you know? I mean, there's things that look close to it, but you know what I mean. Also, sorry if you can hear like any wind or background noise. We've got storms at the moment here in the UK, so that's why. Oh wow, so they've already started to integrate Hex Tech to some degree. So as you can see, even the buildings have got some level of this magic, this arcane, however you want to look at it. So yeah, I'm guessing this is a time jump. Jace looks a little bit older as well, maybe, I'm not sure, but he seems to have a little bit of like stubble. So maybe this is the time jump, and now if we start seeing Powder and Vi again, maybe they're going to be that bit older, which would be interesting to see. Piltover Progress Day. Just the complete difference in dynamic between this and the Undercity is just so interesting to me. Like, yeah, this really reminds me of The Golden Compass. This is very similar to the movie The Golden Compass, which I believe is based on the book series called The Northern Lights, which is really good. I read it when I was a kid. It's Caitlyn's mum and Caitlyn's father. So there he's like patrons, basically. So he's not a Kiraman, but they've sort of helped him along.
Serves you right.
Is that Caitlyn? Wait. So that's the little girl all grown up. So that's how much time has jumped here. So there's a good chunk of time this is at least what, 10 years? Because she was tiny. So this is, yeah, so he's older now. So he would be in his late 20s at least, maybe even early 30s. And Caitlyn's all grown up. Because before when I was, it seemed like Vi was a teenager. Powder looked very young, maybe 8, 9, maybe 10. I don't know, it's difficult to tell, right? But that's how old she seemed. And Caitlyn seems somewhere in the middle. So this seems like now Caitlyn's in her late teens, maybe even early 20s. So, I don't know, 5 to 10 years have gone by? I can't believe how different Caitlyn looks. She looks great, I'm not going to lie. She's literally the perfect blend of her parents as well. Is something going to happen between Caitlyn and Jace? Is Mel still around? Oh, I hope we see Mel again. Oh my god. Okay, right, let's carry on. Let's just watch that bit again.
Serves you right.
Their uniforms are so cool. And she seems to be avoiding her mother, he said.
I'm working.
Okay. She
She
looks great.
You're more befitting your station.
Is he flirting with her? I don't know if I think they just have more of a sibling relationship. It's hard to tell, but I don't know, it seems more of like a big brother teasing her kind of thing. That's what it feels like. But Caitlyn, okay, so she's acting like a police officer kind of enforcer thing. So her mother's like helped her get a job there or something like that. That's interesting. Okay. So this is like obviously like a big ceremony, kind of almost like a festival vibe of things, and so people are traveling in from different cities, different lands to kind of go there. The red paint.
Shipping manifest downtown.
Okay, so she was part of Silco's kind of party, his kind of group. And that red little bits of paint looks like something Powder would do, doesn't it? The little like drawings and sketches on things. So are they attacking it? The Firelights. Is that what they're known as now? Silco's people? Is this, or have they divided off now? I don't know. Oh no, wait, they've... Okay, so that's interesting. So they're... Oh, so they're nothing to do with that, and they've got Shimmer?
Never seen this much shimmer before.
They're expanding. Check for more below.
Burn it all. They're trying to get rid of the Shimmer. Okay, so there's this other group that we wasn't aware of before. Okay. These guys are cool. That's something Powder would draw, isn't it? Is she? Are we going to see Powder? Because if there's been a time jump, then she's going to be older now too, right? This is really cool. Oh my god, there she is. Paint. Boom. Well, she's got better at explosives. They seem to be working better for her now. Powder.
Hi.
Powder? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait. Oh, she thinks it's Vi. Oh my god. Oh, she's completely lost her mind. Wait. Okay, I need to pause. Hang on a second. Okay, so firstly, unrecognizable except for the blue hair. I can't believe how different she looks. She's all grown up. Silco's clearly having an effect on her. Secondly, she's seen someone that looks like Vi. She's stopped. She's reliving that thing that we saw in the last episode. You're a Jinx. That what Vi said to her, and then when she left, and thinks that her sister has abandoned her. Like as far as we know, Powder didn't know that Vi was basically laced with something and dragged away. And she shot her, so she has that moment of confrontation in her mind, and then still shoots her, but you can see the guilt, right? Let's just run that back and just watch that final bit one last time. She seems tall now as well. She seems much taller. What has he done to her? You can still see it's like she's there, but there's like this extra level of like a psychosis, no? And in her brain, she's processing that looks like Vi. I cannot believe how different she looks. She's become like very, I mean this I don't know of another way to say this, but very tomboyish. Like, earlier in Act 1, you would have thought Vi had that more macho vibe, and Powder was so sort of withdrawn and shy and timid and not particularly bold. She seemed very clumsy. Now she's got this real, like a villain smoothness to them, right? Like she knows her way around things now. Like she's obviously grown up a lot. I know this seems like quite a big time jump, but she seems like she seems like Silco's daughter. Like she possesses more character of him, and Vi always gave off that feeling that she was more like Vanda, right? Like you can see that mirroring there now a lot more. This is, how many minutes in? 10? I'm 10 minutes in, and this is where we're at already. They don't take a break in this show. That's something I really like, is they really keep it moving. And I think that's probably why they've tried and fit everything into 9 episodes, as opposed to like other shows will do like 15 or 20. I really like the pacing of this. Is really good. It's not too fast. They still get those intimate moments. That little smirk she does. That's not the Powder we knew. What's happened? How long has this been? Everyone looks so much older. It's Victor.
I believe science should be used to improve lives as much as
That's so
possible.
satisfying.
Just shown it's safe. About the council.
He looks older and he looks wearier.
Stabilize the crystal like they are.
What is that thing, by the way? It's very cute.
For the world, my boy.
Victor, if you look at him in the background, he looks very weary. He's dying, isn't he, Victor? This isn't like he's not crippled. So they've created this thing that's maybe more controllable or something they can utilize a bit better.
This new version is stable and absolutely safe.
Wow.
Now design portable devices.
Okay, but weapons, right? That's where this is going to go. This is going to lean more towards weaponry, no? This isn't going to end well. They've nearly killed the little gerbil thing. His bottom's on fire.
Kinks to iron out and screws to be tightened. But give it
The little whirlpool of smoke.
you ready.
A decade.
Oh, don't worry, my boy. It zips past you in the blink of an eye.
Victor don't look like he's got a decade at this point. Victor knows he hasn't got time. Victor looks like something's really going wrong. I can't believe how different Caitlyn looks. She looks great. But how long has passed? I'm trying to work out the time frame here. Those uniforms, I really like I've said this before, I like the gold and the blue. And she's checking basically like the shipping, like who was there and things. She's becoming a little detective. I don't think she's like a security guard or a cop. I think she's probably gonna try and figure this out herself, right? She seems like a very determined character. Beautiful shot, by the way, that was. Don't know how she just jumped down there without hurting her knees, because mine would have probably dislocated.
Caitlyn Kierman. Why does that not surprise me?
Oh no.
Interfering in an investigation again. You're supposed to be going
Again?
in this tent. Good. I want this one on a boat to Stillwater Prison. Yes, sir.
They're going to put him in prison? We're back to the Undercity. Vanda's not going to be there. Neither's Benzo, so has this just basically fallen apart at this point? Probably. So she's walking into the last drop, which now has pretty much become a nightclub.
There are always mishaps in battle. The firelights were
So Silco is now in the last drop?
It wasn't a mishap to make sure things went smoothly.
He is very protective of her. Wow, he really is like a father figure to her, huh? He's just adopted her, basically.
What happened?
Oh, she's up there low.
I already told you.
I can't believe how different she looks.
Your sister's gone. You know that as well as I do.
I know.
What's happening here?
Sisters, right?
Today's screw up will set us back weeks.
She's gone. She's completely gone.
I'm sorry.
I need to know that I can rely on.
What's happening here?
It's for us, Jinx. All of us. I know.
Oh, God.
Ogre couldn't clean a dust bunny with a blowtorch. I don't need time.
She doesn't even look like Powder did. Like, I really wasn't expecting there to be this much of a time jump. I thought Powder would look like she was in her early teens. Powder looks like late teens, 20? I can't even tell how old everyone is. This is really, I was expecting like an incremental jump as time went on. This is just like, you realise the entirety of Act 1 was almost like a flashback, really, when you look at it that way, right? Okay, let's carry on. There she is. She hasn't aged a day, by the way. She looks exactly the same.
The golden boy. Speak of the devil.
Something's going to happen between these two, isn't it? He has just become the poster boy, isn't he? Really?
To what do I owe the pleasure?
It's Heimerdinger.
When is it not?
We've shown him a research.
Great scientist. But he's old. He only ever sees the past. Piltover needs a leader who looks forward. Someone like you.
She is seducing him, right? I'm not just seeing this.
Heck, the world is ready. I've already spoken to several potential investors.
Investors.
Of course. everyone wants hex tech for themselves.
There's something about Mel. I like her, and I actually think she's one of the good characters, but I think she's going to get caught up in something. There seems something a little bit malicious about her, if I'm honest. I don't know what it is.
Silco will clean it up. Savika's a regular, Johnny on the spot.
That's not his actual body, is it? Or has she made like a dummy of it? Powder, sweetheart.
Y'all see.
Okay, let me just pause that a second. So we saw like Milo there, and we've already seen Vi. So she's carrying this guilt, right? So this seems almost like there's two personalities here. I'm not going to try and label it as any sort of situation because I'm not going to, you know, try and put a word to it. But it seems the old powder's still there, and then there's this new version that Silco's sort of bringing out. Is that the shimmer? Is there an element of shimmer that he's given her, and that's actually what we're seeing here, or is it more along the lines of a psychosis? Is it she's actually sort of become distorted from the trauma, right? How much of this is the exposure to what she's been through in her life, and how much of this is what Silco is now exposing it to? That's what I'm interested to try and work out. And then there's just something about Mel. She seems to be kind of pushing the hex tech stuff a little bit more for her personal gain as opposed to anyone else's, and that's interesting to me. Okay, well, let's carry on because I keep pausing it and it's going to take too long, but this is a big time jump, and so I'm trying to really whittle down what's actually going on here. Victor really doesn't look well. Something's going to... She's new. She's a new character. I don't think we've seen her before. Something's not right here. Is there going to be another attack? Has Powder planned something? Probably. Where's Caitlyn? Because he said like front row seats to the... They could have got him a smaller chair, couldn't they? Let me think about it. Oh, she's out there. Okay. But she can hear the applause. He seems in two minds about it though. There's something off. Something's... She's upset with him. Victor's seems confused as well, doesn't he, really? Seems like we're going back to Caitlyn.
As a rigid metal hull, it's not limp.
It's a balloon, ain't it?
Don't you have a cocktail party to attend?
Jesus. She's being bullied on the job. She seems like the only one who's awake to anything, you know. This is Powder, isn't it? She's putting on a voice. Is she there though? Yes, she is there. So Caitlyn's seen her, which is an interesting dynamic because remember Jace saw very faintly. Wait, hang on a second. Did that say Jinx? Did that say Jinx laughs? Hang on. At the end on the subtitles it says Jinx. Maybe I've just missed something. Has she had a new name now? Jinx. Okay, so it may have mentioned that before in the episode and I've missed it. Okay, let me just break this down a second. So the first thing I was going to say was that's an interesting dynamic is you've got Caitlyn has now seen Jinx, Powder, escaping the scene of the crime. In the first or second episode, we saw that Jace, when he got knocked down by that initial blast, he was able to work out Vi very roughly and could see Vi before he kind of collapsed and fainted. So that's a really interesting similarity. The second thing is that, okay, now she's Jinx, which is interesting because Vi obviously said, because you're a Jinx, as in she keeps messing things up and she keeps jinxing things. I may have missed this, so forgive me if I have like just been so focused on the episode, I might have missed that they called her that earlier or that it came up on the screen earlier. I've obviously only just noticed now. Okay, so she's not Powder. She's now Jinx. Okay, so this really is like, it's not just a personality shift, she's actually become like a very new person. Okay. Wow. So Silco really has, again, it's that thing of has Silco affected her Or has the trauma affected her? And what is really turning her into this? Okay. Let's just keep going, see where we end up.
But there still are people. The Undercity cannot be controlled.
The issue that we're seeing is that the top side has got hex tech, but the Undercity has got more shimmer, essentially. So they've both got these advantages, or, you know, these ways of causing more damage quicker.
Tech operations until the situation is resolved, including our laboratories, the refinery, and the hex gates.
So why is he doing this?
Enterprise. And it seems to me only Mr. Tallis has the knowledge necessary to secure the hex gates.
Where's Mel going with this?
As a counselor, he will have the resources.
She's going to turn him into a counselor?
All are invested.
So they're basically going to bring him from a very clever, someone who's a scientist and inventor, essentially, into politics is basically what they're doing here.
Shall we vote?
Does Jace get a say in this? Or is he just going to have to go along with it? What's going on with Jinx at this point? It feels weird calling her Jinx, though. She still looks like a powder to me. I'm not used to it. Silco's basically looking at his teenage daughter at this point, being like, what on earth is she doing?
Enforcers! Dead! Yeah. A building blown. I do.
She is so different. I can't get over how different she is. The little chips in fingernail paint as well. Brilliant detail. So she's made like a robot dummy of Milo. So, okay, hang on. So, okay, so she is Jinx. It's very much like she is his daughter. He's clearly remarkably protective of her. He hasn't turned her into what he was trying to do with, forgive me, I can't remember the original character's name, but the one Vi had the fight scene with. She's not trying to turn her into that. He's not doing to her what, you know, he did to Vander. He's not trying to use shimmer on her and use her almost as like a weapon. You know, he's essentially adopted her. He's taken her under his wing. Oh my God, okay, right. She looks, even like the way she's like walking towards him here, it's sultry. I mean, I'm not insinuating that's what's happening here in any way, but her entire persona has not just gone from like, she was bumbling, jittery, powder before. She was very clumsy. Now she is in her villain era, like completely. I wasn't expecting this at all. I was expecting a time jump. I wasn't expecting like, what, 10 years? I don't even know how many years this has been. Caitlyn, spinning the gun, which looks really cool, by the way. Good to know she's okay after the explosion. What a beautiful bedroom, oh my God. Okay, so she doesn't seem too interested in him. I can't believe how grown up she is. The last time I saw her, she was like this big. She looks great, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I've said this before in previous episodes. She looks like she should be called Violet. She looks like a Vi and Vi looks like a Caitlyn. I've said this before, but anyway, he looks like a Jace.
At the botched smuggling operation at the hex gates.
The hex gates?
Keep up. All this time,
Keep up.
I've kept to figure out who made this. It could lead me directly.
She's
to
very
the
smart.
I can feel it.
I don't think she needs to stand on anything to be any taller. She seems tall enough as it is.
Became a counselor.
You're serious?
What? She's like, what?
Joining my staff.
Oh.
You almost died, Kate.
She wants to be on the field. She wants to be out there, in danger. I want a bedroom like hers. It's really cool. I might have to do something with this. She's very determined. She's almost got the same volatility that like Powder has. Jinx, sorry, Jinx. That's going to take me a while to get used to that, by the way, so just bear with me. Her outfit, by the way, is really cool. I can't believe how grown up she looks. They all look so grown up. I know I keep saying it, but...
Folks in here are usually
Is she going to try and find that guy?
This one was hit by friendly fire.
Nice jaw again.
Who assaulted him?
So she can't speak to... Is that Vi? Is that Vi? Are we going to see Vi growing up? Oh my God, she's got tattoos. What have they done to you? Vi?
Who the hell are you?
Hang on. What have they done? So they put her in prison? All these years? This is like the Count of Monte Cristo. So she's been in prison all this time? She's got tattoos, she's got scars on her back. Let me just run that back one last time. What have they done to you?
Who the hell are you?
Oh my god, she looks about 25. Okay, so Vi has been in prison all these years. She's been literally taken there and held behind bars. Was there even like a trial? Was it ever put out they found the culprit of anything? She's got tattoos, she's got scars, she looks older. She's got Vi on her cheek. It's almost like she's become the villain as well, even though we both know that's not true. I've got to watch another episode right now. If you did enjoy this and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. You can put notifications on too, that way you won't miss anything. This is amazing. Arcane this is a beautiful show. This is very, very well done. If you're enjoying it as much as I do and you want to see me react to more, come and join me next time. Give this a like if you did enjoy it, and take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.